So, after 24 long, hard-fought races, the entire Formula One season all comes down to this. One final race under the lights in Abu Dhabi to decide the 2025 world champion. Let's get right into how it all went down. You can just feel the electricity in those words, can't you? An entire year of racing, of strategy, of sacrifice. It all hangs in the balance over the next 58 laps. The lights go out and we are racing to crown a champion. All right, so before we dive into all the action on track, let's quickly set the stage. Who was actually in the running for the sport's biggest prize as those 5 red lights went out? Heading into the weekend, 3 drivers still had a shot. You had Max Verstappen going for an incredible 5th world title in a row, and then you had the 2 McLaren teammates, Lando Norris, who was actually the favorite to win it all, and Oscar Piastri, the wild card who could really shake things up. As we get underway, the plan for Lando Norris seems simple, right? Just stay close to Verstappen, get the points you need, and the title is yours. But, well, this is Formula One. It's almost never that simple. So Norris gets a pretty good start, and he slots in right behind Verstappen in second. His teammate, Oscar Piastri, holds on to third, and for just a second, you're thinking, okay, perfect. McLaren has this under control, they can protect Norris. And then this happens. In a move that absolutely nobody saw coming, Piastri sends it around the outside of his own teammate. I mean, it's bold, it's aggressive, and it just rips the script to shreds. This isn't just an overtake. This is a teammate throwing a huge curveball into Lando's championship hopes. So here's the bottom line. With Piastri now in second place, the whole points situation has been turned on its head. As it stands right now, Lando Norris is losing the world championship. All of a sudden, the pressure is immense. His fight back has to start right now. And what we saw next, well, it was one of the most incredible comeback drives you'll ever witness. Lando had to dig deeper than ever before, and the first big test was going to come not on the track, but in the pit lane. 2.1 seconds. Just think about that. Most pit stops are around 2.5 seconds. So to change all 4 tires under this kind of pressure in 2.1 seconds, I mean, in a sport where every millisecond counts, a stop this fast is just, it's absolutely heroic from the McLaren crew. And this, right here, is where you see just how much of a team sport this really is. That perfect stop let Norris jump ahead of a major rival, George Russell, and that track position was absolutely critical. The team did their job. Now it was all on Lando. And boy, did he deliver. He had to be quick and aggressive, and he was. He made a clean move on the Williams, then pulled off this incredible double overtake using DRS. He went wheel to wheel with Liam Lawson, who is notoriously tough to pass, and came out on top. And then he made the all-important pass on Yuki Tsunoda to get back into that vital P3 spot. You know, the commentary just nailed it. Every single car he passed, every corner he defended, it wasn't just about gaining a spot on the track. It was like he was passing another question on his final exam to become world champion. Okay, so Norris is back where he needs to be. He's in the championship-winning position. Now all he has to do is bring the car home. But as those final laps tick down, you could practically feel the tension through the screen. It was just unbearable. And there it is. Max Verstappen crosses the line, taking another dominant win. And for just a split second, you're thinking, wait, did something happen? Did Norris drop back? But no, because while Verstappen won the battle on the day, Lando Norris, by finishing third, had won the war. He did exactly what he had to do. And that's it. Those are the words every single driver dreams of hearing their entire life. After a season of ups and downs and one last incredible fight back, Lando Norris is the 2025 Formula One world champion. And as Lando crosses that finish line, the sheer weight of what just happened starts to sink in, not just for him, but for everyone on his team. And what's the first thing he hears on the radio? It's his boss, McLaren CEO Zach Brown, just cutting through all that tension with a bit of humor. The world champion hotline was officially open. And then you hear it. Just the raw emotion from Lando. And this is really what it's all about, isn't it? It's more than just racing. It's the end of a journey that started when he was just a kid, with his family supporting him the whole way. It's just such a pure human moment. And you gotta remember the history here. This wasn't just huge for Lando. It was a massive moment for the whole McLaren team.
This was their first driver's title since Lewis Hamilton did it all the way back in 2008. It ended a really long, tough wait for that legendary team.
So, what makes a champion? Well, in the end, it was this perfect storm, wasn't it? He found his way into the right car. He stayed unbelievably cool when his own teammate put him under pressure. He was incredible in those wheel-to-wheel fights, and when it mattered most, he delivered the drive of his life. Which really leaves us with this one final thought, right? The team's original strategy for this race got torn up on the very first lap. So in the end, what won him this championship? Was it the team's perfect execution with that lightning-fast pit stop? Or was it just the pure, gutsy resilience of the guy behind the wheel?